Three types of men to avoid. First of all, the man who complains about everybody, about his work, about his mother, about his friends. In general, he takes on the role of the victim. The second type of man is the one who tells you his ex was toxic and crazy. And the third type of man is the one who love bombs you, and within a week he wants to go on a vacation with you, he wants to travel the world, he wants to marry you.
Yeah, I mean, what she's describing here is, unfortunately, most guys today, especially guys who are not in 7 months to mastery, son, click the link below. But yeah, she's basically describing how most guys are today. Sadly, just over-emotional, overreactive, friggin' spineless jellyfish, right? I mean, they're constantly trying to make their woman, their psychologist, their second mommy. I mean, these are just very, very basic mistakes that they're making that you can fix when you get in 7 months of mastery, another plug. But love bombing, I mean, the reason why these guys do this is because they are in their feminine frame, right? This is what these guys do. They're in their female body, so to speak, right? But also, funny enough, these are the same guys that are out there mean mugging dudes like, ooh, tough guy, you look at me again, dude, come on, dude, do it. These are these wannabe tough guys, and usually the guys that are like super reactive as well, like, constantly getting jealous and envious of other dudes. The reason why they do this is because they are stuck in their feminine frame, right? They don't have enough testosterone running through their veins, running through their body. So instead, they start, acting out of their estrogen. Their estrogen levels are through the roof. But yeah, it's very, very sad. All right.
It's like divorce was specifically designed to humiliate women. And what I mean by that is like...
Divorce was designed to humiliate women. That's why you're not supposed to divorce, okay? You're not supposed to divorce. It's more humiliating for men because 80-90% of the time, it's the woman divorcing him. And then it makes it look like he did something wrong or he wasn't a good enough partner or a good enough provider. It's more humiliating for the guy.
As simple as my name. I'm getting a divorce.
She's getting a divorce. She's the one initiating this divorce, and she's complaining that it's humiliating. Then don't do it.
And the issue that I have to deal with, that my ex-husband will never have to deal with, is what is going to become of my name.
Dude, do you guys catch a whiff before she goes on here? Look at this nose ring here. I mean, these are like 2 freaking arrows through her nostrils. And as I always tell you guys, the only thing that runs through my mind is how on earth do they pick their nose? I mean, you've got to have like some buildup of some really hard, crusty noogies in there, man, that have just formed around this nostril ring and turned into like a mountain of just hard, crusty dirt. Ugh, it's gross. Okay, let's let her continue, shall we?
My name. I have the choice to keep his family name, which I've had for 7 years. I have degrees under it. It's what I'm known as professionally. Or I can return to my original family name, which is from my father. But I don't want to stay connected to my ex, and I'm estranged and have been from my family since I was in my early 20s. So it doesn't make sense to return to that name. And so yeah, it is humiliating because it's one more reminder that actually women don't have an identity. I don't have a name unless my name is attached to a man.
Hey, you know what you also don't have? You know what you also don't have that's attached to a man is indoor plumbing, heat, air conditioning, technology, internet, clothes, this ridiculous TikTok account of yours, the phone that you're recording on. Yeah. Without a man, you don't have any of those things either. Okay? This is why, this is why men have such a staple in society, is because we build everything. We create everything. Okay? We protect everything, including our family. Right? So, historically, even to this very day, these things still apply. Which is why when you get married, you're going to take on your husband's name, and if you get divorced, you're back to your family name, which is, guess what? Your dad's name. Okay? Even if you try to take your mom's maiden name, guess where she got that maiden name? From her dad. Right? There's no escaping it. Okay, there's no escaping it. So until you start producing in society, ladies, if this is such a bother for you, start providing your own internet, build your own invention for the internet, technology, build your own social media platform, create your own cell phones, do all that stuff. Build your own indoor plumbing, air conditioning, heat, shelter, homes. Start doing all that stuff. Food. Start providing all that stuff, and then you know what? I'll be with you. Like, hey, yeah, that's not cool. That's not cool. But really, there's very little these chicks do in society, even modern, especially modern women, than bear children and, well, in their case, have kids out of wedlock, have kids and complain on social media. Right? I've always said, like, if women were to disappear today from the planet, if they were to just boycott the entire planet because of men and go to some other planet and leave us here, guys, you know what? I mean, we would have time travel in about like 5 days because we would just be getting things done, right? We wouldn't need women to survive, right? We would be fine here on our own, totally fine, right? We get along together, we work together well. The world would be safer, quieter, right? It would. However, if you were to leave females here by themselves and remove all men and say we went to a different planet and left them here, everybody would be probably, as soon as the food runs out, everyone would be dead, right? Because there's nobody to do the farming, nobody to do the heavy lifting, nobody to really do all the things that men do and build all the things that men build and keep everything running and everything sustained. You need men for that. So yeah, that's why that your little name here is attached to everything. Besides the fact that you shouldn't humiliate yourself by getting divorced, because that in itself is a humiliation, and it always will be. I don't care how woke you are. When you hear that somebody is getting divorced, you assume that person failed. I don't care how woke you are. You will think that, right? Even if you're not, and especially if you're not woke, you'll be like, yeah, what a loser. All right, rock and roll.
Single girls, living alone. Please tell me I'm not the only person who's like this. Please, please, please. So I have been living completely alone and totally unsupervised for 5.5 years now. I'm not quite sure why, but the longer that I live alone, the less I am able to adult. It's like I'm regressing back to a toddler whose parents have gone out and left her alone. I mean, admittedly, haven't started drawing on fucking walls yet, but I'm not quite sure that I'm far off. So I used to be a wife. I used to run a house and stuff, and I used to cook every single day of the week, like from scratch.
Okay, she just said she used to be a wife, used to have her days full, used to cook from scratch, and here she is now living in this, likely like most of these divorced women, one bedroom or a studio or even a junior studio apartment by herself, alone, solo.
Started living on my own, and suddenly I just couldn't be asked. It just seemed like a massive waste of time to spend like an hour in the kitchen creating something for me to eat. So I slipped into this really bad habit of just eating bread, cheese and salami on repeat every night of the week, or ordering a takeout. This morning I was in my freezer and I came across some...
That's what I do, FYI. I eat out like literally every day. I don't do any cooking. I just don't have time to. I eat out every single day, unless I'm going to do a barbecue and friends are coming over or family, but I eat out every single day. It's just easier.
Chicken. I thought, come on, Michelle, give myself a bit of a pep talk. You know, we can do this tonight. We can cook. Oh my God. What the fuck was I thinking? So my ex-husband, his parents were Indian, and he used to cook really good Indian food, and he used to cook a mean biryani. Not quite sure why, but when I looked at this chicken, what I saw was chicken biryani. I thought, chicken, rice, how fucking hard can it be? It turns out that I had no idea what I was doing.
I hope she didn't curse like this around her Indian ex-husband's parents, or anyone else for that matter. I mean, just it's so off-putting when these chicks are just can't control their vulgarity. Tells you a lot about them.
Obviously didn't follow a recipe. I just came into the kitchen, couldn't even be asked to chop an onion to put it in. I just put chicken and rice in a pan and decided to go in with. What the hell? So I found this in my cupboard, whacked in half a jar of curry paste. Oh my god, my ex-mother-in-law would literally destroy me for even having that in my house. A tin of coconut milk, which I couldn't even open the right way up. I whacked it all in the pan, stuck it in the oven. You know, I keep watching all of these people on TikTok. They just like throw stuff in air fryers and slow cookers, come back, ta-da! Admittedly, I'm way behind the times with that shit, so I don't know either, but I thought, you know what, I've got an oven. So I whacked it all in the oven, went back to my desk, completely forgot about it. This is what I created.
Yeah, FYI, before she shows us what she whipped up here. Cooking for one, get used to it, divorced women of the world. I mean, that's going to be your life from this point on. You know, cooking for one, table for one, table for one. As Kevin Samuels used to say, table for one, that's your future.
Please, do not follow this recipe.
Bro, that looks disgusting. That looks dry and just disgusting. I would not eat that. I don't eat chicken these days anymore, but yeah, that is disgusting. I like steak.
Here you go. That is what I created. Oh my god. I think the Lucrezia is fucked, darling. Seriously. You'll notice I've actually eaten some of it because, well, I'm starving and there's a cost of living crisis and we can't be throwing perfectly good chicken away.
Cost of living crisis. Yeah, when you're divorced and it's just you, and especially at her age, heading in, into her 40s here, it's kind of scary because these women are terrible at saving. They're terrible at putting money away. Oh, they just spend.
It is edible. Gonna be honest and say I do not recommend it. Do not try this recipe at home.
I would just throw that right out.
Under any circumstances. Actually, I just had a massive flashback to when I was together with my ex-boyfriend. I told him I could cook. And then I cooked for him. Yeah, we didn't actually stay together very long after that. I just thought it was, personality clash, but I'm actually starting to have second thoughts. Oh my god, seriously. Oh god, no. This is why I'm single, isn't it?
No, you're single because you divorced your ex-husband. That's why you're single.
I mean, apart from the fact that I don't like going on dates, but I think, I cook for them and they're just suddenly like, wow, no way.
Yeah, I mean, personally, I eat out all the time anyway. Whether I'm in a relationship or not. I think, most women these days can't cook anyway. From what I've found, my girl can cook, fortunately, but I like to eat out all the time, so she just comes with me, and I'm like, no, let's eat out. I just don't really care for home cooking these days because you can get that even out, right? You can get home cooking out. So, regardless, let's wrap this up. And with that said, I'm going to wrap up here. Until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets, signing out here from my DeLorean. It's incredible, about to take off. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell right next to it so that you are notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe to my channel. Helps me out a ton when you actually subscribe, okay? So make sure you're subscribed to my channel as well. And for all of you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, and platinum pill content that I'm teaching you even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, the same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world are out there approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, we're making things happen every single week. So take advantage of it, and this is the absolute best way to support my work. So if you want to support me, that's the best way to do it. And right now it's only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons, right? It's only $1. So take advantage of it. Okay? Just click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. It just takes 2 seconds. So do that now, and I will see you in my next coaching video. All right, I'm out. Let's get out of here. Woo! Man, this car has some pickup. This is coming from a guy with a Corvette. This car is actually pretty quick. Don't be fooled. DeLorean is quick. This is, after all, it's a time machine, right?